Hey everybody, welcome back to BobkeTV. I am in the boarding area for my flight to France for the tour, so hopefully you can hear me. Big headline this morning generated by ASO. Apparently they sent an email to Team Sky saying that Chris Froome was not welcome at this year's Tour de France. They're referring the case to the Court of Arbitration for Sport early next week, and they're exercising their nuclear option from their charter, apparently, which states that ASO, the owners of the tour, can block the participation of any rider or team that they deem would be dangerous to the reputation of the Tour de France. Writing into Team Sky to inform them that Chris Froome was not invited to race in this year's Tour de France. Whether or not that happens, I would give it about a 50-50. If the Tour de France absolutely puts their foot down and says Chris cannot participate, I'm not sure that Team Sky would be able to start him anyways. It's a complicated situation, but a pretty dramatic headline being generated by ASO and Christian Prudhomme. My ideas on Froome's participation are pretty well known. If you've been watching the Broom Wagon and BobkeTV, but time will tell. We'll know probably in the middle of next week whether or not Chris Froome is actually racing the Tour de France, the defending champion, embroiled in a salbutamol case. And Christian Prudhomme has been quoted as saying the Tour de France does not want to have to reassign the yellow jersey, assuming Chris Froome wins and assuming Chris Froome loses his salbutamol case that's still pending, which, by the way, has gone on way too long. That regulation needs to change. Also, the regulation that states a rider under investigation for an AAF, a little bit different than a positive drug finding in the eyes of the UCI, not so in the MPCC, which, by the way, Team Sky is not a member of. So a lot of things in play. Like I said, 50-50 whether or not Froome starts. If he does not start, Team Sky has plenty of options, especially if Egan Bernal starts the Tour de France, and Geraint Thomas obviously could be plan B for Team Sky. We'll see. Time will tell. And all of these things before the Tour are a bit of a distraction. The greatest race in the world is starting in about 1 week on the 7th of July. Please be there. And stay tuned to BobkeTV for all the updates that I can muster. Thanks a lot, everybody.